When we want to translate a linear function to go left and right, that's going to affect our horizontal direction. Now remember, the horizontal direction affects the x-coordinate, so when we go to transform these linear functions, it can only affect the x in the equation. So what the book tells us is that I'm going to have my function, and from the x, I'm going to subtract a value. So it says x minus h in parentheses. What that really means is I'm going to put my slope in front, and then in parentheses I'm going to have the x, and I'm going to add a number when I want to go left, and then on the outside I'll have my y-intercept, or when I have my x on the inside and I subtract a number, that's going to tell me that I'm going to go right. So really I'm just isolating the x in both of these equations. So in my first one, I have negative 2x plus 3, and it wants me to horizontally translate 6 units to the right. Okay? So right is going to be the subtraction inside of my parentheses. So first it calls for my slope to go in front. So in my equation, negative 2 would be the slope. Then in parentheses, I'm going to have x, and I'm going to subtract the 6 units so that it goes to the right. And then it has the plus or minus the b. So here I have a plus 3, so I'm going to add my 3 at the end. Now I need to simplify this, so I'll distribute the negative 2 to the x and the negative 6 only. So it'll give me a negative 2x plus 12, and I still have my plus 3. So then to get my new g of x function, I'm just going to combine my like terms. So it'll be negative 2x plus 15. So when I go left, it's very similar. I need to isolate that x value by pulling the slope in front and then the y-intercept in the back. So our second equation, I have x plus 2. Now my slope for this one is a 1, so I'm just going to put a 1 in front so that I don't confuse myself. And then in parentheses, I have the x again. And this time when I go left, I want to add. So I'm going to add the 3 units to go left, and then I have my y-intercept of plus 2 behind. Now I can distribute that 1. So 1 times x will give me an x, and 1 times 3 will give me my 3, and I still have a plus 2. So my new g of x function, when I simplify and combine my like terms, is going to be x plus 5.